Hey everyone, Fred from Real Life Crypto here. And I wanted to circle back and share 4 projects that I think have allowed me to hold to my 4 crypto rules really well, right? And so I had shared those in my first video. The first being that you should only ever enter projects where you can invest with money that you can afford to lose, right? The second being that, they're projects that you can connect a passion of yours to, right? Number 3, right? 1, 2, 3, being that the projects have active communities behind them, and there's a lot going on to continue to keep the projects moving forward. And then number 4, the idea that the projects are designed so that you can hold for a very long period of time, right? There's like value in you staying involved with them. So I'm going to share those with you and talk a little bit about how each of them kind of supports my thinking along those 4 rules. So the first is a project called BankEth, okay? And these are, by the way, these are all projects that are tied to the Ethereum blockchain. If you're new to crypto, think of blockchains almost like the type of currency, or like the highway you're traveling on, right? There are certain exits that exist on that highway that you can only get to from that highway. And so all of these projects can be accessed through using a type of cryptocurrency called Ethereum. And so BankEth is one of those. It is a fantastic project. I've enjoyed being part of the community. And I just want to, with all of these, I'll talk a little bit about those 4 rules. So first, it's been very easy for me to enter into BankEth. Currently, it's priced a little bit over 1 cent, so you can certainly enter with a very small amount of funds and feel good about getting involved. It's also a project that attempts to act a little bit like a bank would with normal currency. So the idea is, by investing in BankEth and by holding a certain amount of tokens, you earn what are referred to as reflections. It's basically almost like dividends in a stock, where as you hold onto these BankEth tokens, you receive Ethereum that you can claim and put into your own wallet, very much like interest that you might earn in a bank, except the APY, which you could potentially earn over the course of the year, is significantly more than you get from a normal bank. And so that's fills a passion for me. I love the idea of being able to invest cryptocurrency and earn more cryptocurrency on top of price changes that might come with a project. That's a very, very active community, and some community members who are really, really invested in marketing. It's great to see the project really pushing the limits on getting the word out. Members of the community use social media really well. There's a lot of work that's happening behind the scenes. They have a white paper that's coming out shortly. They've worked well with a variety of different social media influencers. So there's a lot of opportunity moving forward. They've used giveaways and promotions really well. And so I'm looking forward to it growing. And because there's reflections that continue to come, the rationale for me to hold this token for a really long time is there, right? I don't feel like I have to sell or exit the token at any time soon. I can allow those reflections to build up. And a month, 3 months, 5 months, a year from now, I'll have earned reflections, dividends, interest, whatever you want to call it, on my holdings that I can use to either reinvest or for other purposes. And what's great about BankEth is, if you choose to reinvest, you can reinvest at a discounted rate, as opposed to if you were to buy the tokens themselves. So a fantastic project and worth looking into. And again, none of this can really be buy advice, right? I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm sharing how these 4 tokens have allowed me to hold to what I see as my rules. The second one is a project called HOGE. And in fact, HOGE was the first initial buy I made when I started using a digital wallet, when I had moved away from a a centralized exchange like Robinhood to managing some of my own cryptocurrency. What turned me on to HOGE was that they were really fun. The project, yes, took itself seriously, but also wanted to show that a startup cryptocurrency project could do fantastic things, and it has. In fact, HOGE is the longest crypto project I've been invested in since March, and I've been really impressed with what the team has done. They've done everything from really start the process of forming a business, connecting with a lot of exchanges. And so cryptocurrency exchanges are basically places where you can buy cryptocurrency as opposed to like buying it yourself and holding your own digital wallet. You can purchase it from exchanges that will hold it for you. It's basically like keeping let's say something in a bank deposit box versus like keeping it under your own bed, right? And so HOGE has done amazing business work, and has also really kept their community involved, engaging in everything from meme contests to gaming competitions, to continuing to push the limits of what decentralized finance can be about. In fact, they just partnered with USA Today to help in getting the word out in what HOGE is all about. And they've also begun to create what are called bridges to other cryptocurrency chains, right? So as I mentioned, all four of these are connected to Ethereum, but there are other chains out there too. Polygon being one, Binance Smart Chain being another, and they're all like different highways, right? But what HOGE did was create these bridges so people could purchase their token on a variety of different blockchains, thereby making it like more accessible to more people. So again, passionate about the work they've done. I've loved it. It's a really fun group. The community is really active. I've been able to invest on a small scale and not feel like I would have to worry about losing significant money. And the work is really on the up and up. There's no reason for me to feel I have to sell my HOGE tokens. And while I've moved some elements of all these tokens around, I feel really committed to the work of HOGE and feel like it's a token that I'll hold for a long time. So this next one is called Mimetic. What led me to invest in the Mimetic token was that it promised a real-life use case. And one of the challenges with cryptocurrency is that sometimes it's unclear what these projects actually do, right? Some of them are created with real purposes. Others try to pick up on hype of other projects, and it's never really clear the purpose they hold. Mimetic is one that has a significant use case. In fact, the token exists as a way to design tools for cryptocurrency users and traders. And so since the inception, what this project has stood for has been putting tools in the hands of cryptocurrency traders to help them be more productive with what they do. So far, and again, this token has been out for just a number of weeks, and already one tool has been released that allows you to take a look at a given user's wallet, because in cryptocurrency all trades are made accessible, or I should say most trades are made accessible. You can follow the trades that somebody makes to understand what they've bought and sold. So this tool through Mimetic allows you to follow the trades made by a certain wallet to understand whether they've been efficient in their trading or not. So if you're trying to grow your cryptocurrency trading skills, being able to learn from what others have done is really valuable. What's amazing about Mimetic is that, again, low price right now, under a cent, so very easy to invest tokens in and invest some funds in without feeling like you have to invest a significant amount of money. You have to hold 150,000 of their tokens currently to access the tool they've created so far. Again, at that price is is not, and I'm going to say in quotes, a significant amount. Of course, it all depends on what you have available to you, but it's accessible if you're really interested in it. And what's been amazing about this is, besides having a really committed community who's really into this tool, the developer of this token has been really committed to actually designing tools. Like I said, sometimes you enter projects and it seems like there's just a lot of talk. This is one where there's been significant action, and I've loved using the tool for my own learning to see what people are buying and selling and why. And because of that, this is a token that I'll hold. The developers also promised additional tools coming out in the near future, and so I'm looking forward to seeing that and learning more by using the tools through Mimetic. And then finally is a tool called Telcoin. Telcoin has been a coin I've been invested in since very early in my start in cryptocurrency. One of the things that I tried to do was take coins like a HOGE coin, which were built off of like the meme phase, right? That were starting up to show that you could have a lot of fun and still create decentralized finance projects. And HOGE has been an example of a project that's done that. But then I also wanted to diversify and get involved in projects that had significant use cases from the start. Telcoin of one of those. And the purpose of Telcoin is to help make it easier to send money and currency from one form of currency to another. What I've loved about Telcoin is that it feels like I'm investing in a solidified business. You know, besides doing cryptocurrency work, I also do invest in the stock market. And one of the things that had made me a little wary in the beginning, cryptocurrency-wise, was that I was concerned that a lot of this wasn't real, right? And of course, I've learned that most of it is. There's still plenty of scams out there, and you have to be careful, but investing in Telcoin made me feel like I was investing in a formalized company. What I've loved about Telcoin is that I believe in making it easier for people to get currency and funds to friends and family without having to pay as significant amount of fees. I believe in the idea of sharing funds with anybody who needs them in a really simple way. And Telcoin's one company and one project that stands for that. What I've also really loved is that the community surrounding it is really focused on growing the work. And in fact, with support from the project, from community members, from local and national involvement, Telcoin has formed partnerships with state-level government in order to build up a real infrastructure for cryptocurrency exchange into the future. And so it's been awesome to see cryptocurrency work really existing in the political and legal system, like outside the cryptocurrency world. So it's a project I feel really strongly about. It's one of the projects I see helping to normalize cryptocurrency work moving forward. And I think that the team there and the community are doing great work to help continue to spread the word. So those are 4 projects that I think all hold to the 4 rules I shared in my initial video. And I wanted to share these 4 because, as I mentioned in the first video, these are 4 projects that I am invested in, so I think it's important to share that. But they're not projects that I've been encouraged to talk about. They're 4 projects that I feel strongly about that are all different and help show a little bit about what cryptocurrency can do, not only for me as an individual investor, but on the larger scale to help us think about managing funding and thinking about currency in a different way. So thanks for watching. Please share feedback. Please continue to highlight for me what's important to you to understand about cryptocurrency, and looking forward to sharing more.